I took a alizarin crimson and went slam, and it works. You really want those areas to be nice and warm. I'm struggling with this distance. So if that's correct, then that's about right. It's about right. So the distance from here to there looks a little long. So from here, it looks like to me that should be here, over a little more. Surely I didn't do a drawing error, which means her hairline come over a little bit more. Now, does that mean her ear is too far away? I don't know. Could be. Could be. It happens. It happens. You just have to redo things. Just start the whole painting over, right? Never. Never. That's more better. That's more better. Hair's gonna come down like that. I don't want to necessarily use this cool color. That's warm, right? Cool, warm. I'm never going to stop. I apologize. I'm never going to stop telling you that. It's that daggone important. To me, anyway. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put, because I use acrylics, I don't use oils. I'm going to put the darks in thick, and that's, a lot of people, I think that's a no-no, even acrylic artists. You know, I think a lot of us are taught to, oh, just general. Your darks are always in thin, and your lights are smashed in with a palette knife. And, you know, there's some truth to that, I guess. I think this is too far out. I want this to start, I don't want this to be transparent, right? Because it's not. There's highlights and things in it. And I'm going to do my best to paint this in, again, the fewest amount of, you're not going to see me take a little one hair brush and do stuff. It ain't happening. It's not going to happen. It ain't happening. I don't want ridges. And again, it's honestly, unless I take a palette knife, it's hard with acrylics to, you really got to slam it on thick to get a ridge, and I sure don't want it here. All that matters here is that reads like hair, and it reads, I mean, look here. What is that? Well, we know left side of the brain, we know that's hair. And it's important to know that it is hair. But I do not have to, and this is what I used to do. And I know some of you all that are artists have done this, started to do it. You may still do it. It's almost like you take one hair brush and you may mass it in, and then you take your liner brush and put all these little individual hairs, and that's fine if that's your style. If that's the way you like to paint, that's the end result. There's nothing wrong with that. But do it with a purpose. Do it with a reason. See, I almost don't have to put highlights. And I'll put some of this, don't get me wrong, because I want to get that value right. There's those warm little highlights. But I could almost leave it like that. I can almost leave it like that now. But look at the shape, right? I gotta see, this right here comes up too far. Little tiny. Now, does that kill her? Yeah, for me it is, because I know what's wrong. The hard edge, right? I'm gonna have to soften that, and I'll use other paint to soften it. Dang, I yawn there. I'm boring myself, but I'm not boring you guys. This is exciting stuff. I know you're still there. I can hear you. I can hear you. Tip of the brush. Right, just a tip of the brush. Now, what are we going to do back there? We still haven't decided, have we? We haven't decided. I'm sure not going to leave it. Let me push this over to the side. We're not leaving it like that. No happen. And I think you see why. Let me go ahead just because it's bothering me. It is bothering me. I'm telling you, burnt sienna, for me, is such an important color. So important. This is, I put red with it, which was dumb. Dumb, strong word. And I picked up, see that, what did I do? What did I do? I picked up that wet, but this is bothering me right now. What should I do? I should let it dry, right? Should. Impatient. I'm impatient. The problem I have now, and this is a good point, you know, I need to listen to my own stuff here. If I put that down, let's say I go and I do that, and I do something dumb, I can't fix it. I have to let it dry and then fix it, which I mean, I can fix it, but I can't fix it the way I normally would, which would be, oh, look, I screwed up, and then I would wipe it out. I can do that if it's dry. Now, I've still got stuff to paint up here. This is just me padoodling. This is me getting a feel for how is this going to read. This is how John paints, right? Let me do this. I apologize. Let me do that. Okay. That's what I'm painting at the moment. We'll come up here. You'll see at the end. We'll put those highlights and that on top, and that'll work. The key's the shape. The shape is wrong. The shape of her, the back is wrong. All right, so let's do this. Let me, that's so much better. That is so much better. See this distance from here to here, and then from there to there, that makes sense now. Now our hair does, wrong color, I know, it does come in and out there, doesn't it? It's actually higher than that. See what I did? Screw up. John, let's screw up. Maybe I'll just do that right now. I'll put this tone and I'll break it up with other stuff. We're gonna put that. See, I'm so good at painting. See how good I am at painting. He's so good. Sometimes I'm like, how does this stuff work out? I look like I don't know what I'm doing. But God, we'll put interesting. Don't look. We'll put little breakups. You know, I'll put little spots here and there to, you know, a little warmer and lighter. But for now, that's all right. That's all right. Definitely, you know, there would be stuff back in there that would, you know, have a little color, a little spot of something. You know, again, it's not super critical, but that's what, you know, that's what we see back here. Again, you hear what I say all the time. This stuff paints itself. There's flesh tone, right? It's kind of a flesh tone. And somebody's gonna face the little, you know, leg. Look, this lady's laying down. Ornery. That's ornery. They kick her out of the park. That's what she should do. Arm, right? Kid's face. Don't put more than that. Not right now, anyway. Face. Again, we'll make this, draw it, we'll make them look a little bit better here in a second. But for right now, that's all I need to do. There's a face back here. There's a bunch of faces. There's a guy's face here. Here, we'll put some hair on him. Touch a face. Do not. We'll put some little lighter highlights. This kid's compared to these. It doesn't. That's it. Don't go stressing on this stuff. If it's not the main area, it's important that people know that it's people. It's people. They know it's people. Now look, his shirt. So if his hair comes here, see how bad I got that? If that's his hat, that's his hair, his shirt comes up to there. Unless we got him the biggest neck of any man on earth, which, hey, maybe he was there that day. The biggest necked guy on earth. That's a story. John, you're an idiot. Yes, I know. Let's see where we put that. We're gonna put that. There's a bleacher, little ladies laying down. Did I tell you that? But it bothers me, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It should bother you. They should kick her out of the barn. Maybe she had a tough day. I don't know why that bothers me so bad that lady's laying down. That's just, right? That's ornery. That was a screw up. I don't know what I was even doing. There's some stuff happening back here. There's some light. This guy, which is like, I don't even see him now. There's a shirt or something, and there's a little something there. See, that's okay, I guess. We'll see. Because I want to make sure it's kind of fine. I just don't like that whole thing. It may be even an inch, but yeah, too much. Da da da. See, for me, this is just for me, there's the only reason now I would paint, maybe I should, maybe this is a good, put in about where her, and I say about, hopefully it's exactly, but put where her eyelashes, her eye is to help me draw and paint these distances, right? There's a shape to this eye socket. And for me to get it in the right spot, I look at that highlight, and I step it over in this darker shape, and then there's one. So probably would behoove me to put that in. So here's how I'm going to do it. Now you could take black, which I don't have in my canvas. I've got a dark color on here, but I don't want to use it too much paint on the brush. Look how soft it is. So easy. I see this all the time. Here, let me put eyelashes. Boing. You want to get some of this paint out of your brush, right? So for me, what I do is I go up here and look, where can I put and get some of this paint out of my brush? Where do I see some little places that I can put a little bit more dark paint? No, it's a cool paint. Different shapes. Now now you see what's going on. Let's see why I'm mad, crazy. I actually put more of this paint on, even though I was trying to get the paint off the brush, because I was working. I saw something happening there. God, I wish I could do this guy's beard right there. You see that beard? That's all you gotta do. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can do it now. Now, all I'm doing back here down here to the brush, or to my palette, was just wipe that, try to get to somewhat of a point. I definitely didn't pick up paint. Hold your breath. So if that's the highlight, if I got this drawn right, I mean, even that's too much, right? That's too much. Her eyebrow. Is that right? Is it right? Comes out a little bit more. Comes up. Look how much it comes up. Comes up. Too much. Dry brush. I just really want to put. And I'm not. This is not going to stay like this because I got more painting to do. But it's helping me define where does that eye socket, and then if that is right, if that's right, if that distance and that distance is right, this has got to come over a little bit, right? Maybe it's not right. Maybe it's not. That's why we do it. I think I actually have it too far to the left. That's daggone interesting. Let's do it to Matthew. Let's do it to Matthew. Again, you don't know, right? If you know, you don't get flustered because now I put it in the wrong spot. That the whole reason now, at least now I know. It's in the wrong spot, yeah. Hey boy, you gotta fix that. Look how soft. Now his are warmer. That looks a little cooler, probably the angle. His are warmer. The light's hitting, and it's really not. It's not dark at all. I mean, it's easy to look and go, "Oh, their eyelashes." You squint down. I mean, look at that, and that, or that and that. Not even close. Not even close. Long, he always had, now that I look at this, he always had really long eyelashes. He always had these long eyelashes. All I'm doing, I want to put them about where I see them, just so I can step back. Too dark. Too dark. Too dark. I want to step back and assess, do I have his face drawn correctly? Do I have it drawn? I keep saying drawn, painted, whatever. Same thing. His hair comes down. I think his is closer. That eye. That poignant. Look at that. That's garbage. Why do I keep painting with the same brush? Can you tell me? His forehead is out, I think, a little too far. A little too far. Don't do it. Don't do it. Got that eye there. You see that? Just a little hint of that eye, and it stops. Is his tough stuff. Zipper comes up there. Gotta lose that. There. That. Holding my breath. Da, 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 da. Little highlight there. So subtle. God. You know, again, think of the, I wish I had my painting. I wish I had the painting. I think my brother's got it. Of the old mountain man. Doesn't he? Wish I had it to show you. I got a bunch of paintings over here, but yeah, I don't have. He's like he's a poker player, and he's a guy you just slam his face in. Transitions are harsh, and I mean even this, and I've got that pretty soft. I mean, it's just it's tough painting little kids. Don't ask me to paint little kids, please. But I'm not going to fail. Not gonna fail. But it's gonna be a struggle. You can't paint any lighter than that. Barely. Oh, jeez. Lose that line there. Way too purple. Now you could, again, because it's acrylic, I can drag over that with that same color. I'm gonna have to darken it, but when that dries, it's gonna be a little closer. This is too dark too, and obviously his nose is too much. And I knew that when I did it. So see how that eyelash is, it's just so easy, and I knew it. I mean, I knew it when I was doing it. That I had to keep that nice and soft, and it's still hard to do. Still hard to do. I need to get her mouth in because it looks like she's talking. It looks like she's talking. But I have to judge, do I have it in the right spot? Well, there's only one way for me to tell. Other artists, I'm sure, are much better at this than me. But I don't know what else to do but to do it. Now, so easy to get red and white because we go, oh, those are lips. And look what happens if you just do red and white. Yep. Pink. Well, it's that yet? No. It's close, but it ain't. Right? Not it. There may be areas in there that are kind of that. What about Matthew? What about his mouth? Yeah, that's a little closer, isn't it? Maybe. Just maybe. There's a little spot that's, I'd say, pretty close right there. We'll go ahead and put that down the bottom. I mean, I'm telling you, you don't know how hard this little stuff like that is to paint. It's just, I'm not selling painting on you very good anyway. Nope, no, John, you suck. You suck. Not a good salesman of this, but I'm just being honest. Some of this stuff's tough. Some of this stuff is tough. So many little subtleties going on. Again, I'm just one of them guys. I don't know how it's going to read until I just put the paint down. Right? I put the paint down. There's just areas that are warmer, areas that are cooler, and so much going on in there. She is a tanned person. I'm squinting down, and you know, there's I don't do enough of it. I catch myself sometimes forgetting, but if I close my eyes, you know what I mean? Don't squint like you're hurting your head. I mean, you don't want to squint and tighten your forehead up. Let my eyes close. There's a shape here, and there's a shadow. There's a value thing going on here that I don't have. The easiest way for me to try to get it is to forget that I'm painting a person and try to make this work, because this is really, really tough stuff. If you may remember when if you saw it, of course you remember. Maybe you didn't see it. That hurts my feelings if you didn't see it. When I was painting Roscoe, that there was a transition that it was almost like I couldn't really decide, is it in light, is it in shadow, which is a dangerous place to be. Again, the halftone, technically the halftone would be right where light turns to a shadow, and you've defined it. That's called the halftone. There's midtones, which is kind of just your base average of what you're painting. But there's some places, and it's here. This is right on the edge of a little bit in shadow, in shadow, in shadow. These transitions are tough. They're tough for me anyway. Maybe not for you. Maybe not for you. Oh, wow, that was a pretty dark one. And there's a spot right, squint down, right there. Again, soft edge all around it, which I'm going to struggle to get. I want to fix it now. No, that's what I did. Am I going to fix it? I doubt it, but I wiped out all the paint out of my brush. And I don't want this to look rugged, and it's starting to look rugged. I'm going to have to put paint down and try to fix that. A little, too much. Gotta let it dry. It's so easy for me to just keep, I put something down, I know it's wrong, or I recognize it's wrong, and I go in there and fix it. Best thing I can do is leave that right now before I really screw it up, and come back over here, come over there, come over and do some stuff. Let's do that. How long have I been yapping? Oh my goodness, holy mackerel. There's your Sunday for you. There's your Sunday. I'm used to doing this during the little snippets at lunch, 40 minutes. An hour, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We'll go just a few more minutes. I'll cut this into 2 videos. So I need this to help me paint him. Still needs to be lighter. But what I can do with this color, let's do this. This is where the fun stuff happens. This is where the fun stuff happens. Where you can kind of do that. And we're shaping this stuff. And you can be swoofed with the brush. And again, we'll, you know how this goes. We'll keep restating this and restating it, because this is not light enough, but it starts to work. It transitions into this stuff. This right here is really going to be big time bright. We'll be hitting that several licks, and it needs to come up a little bit to be accurate. So now that's where we start putting some paint on right here. And then that doesn't happen very many places if you notice, but there's some sharp edges that we're going to be capturing there. I can't with the next couple, 2 minutes, I can't walk away from that. But I got to. That's gosh, it's bothering me. Make sure that this is right. Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? Corner of the mouth, bottom of the corner of the mouth. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hair. That's what's throwing me off. That's what's throwing me. And this takes a while. I just kind of remember I bolded her hair in, but see how her hair comes on over. That's what's bothering me. So we can do that now. We can do that. So this is where we learn to do this softly, meaning edge soft. So if I take this and I go, it's going to be a hard edge. Look, hard edge. Here's what I do. Wipe that out. Tip of the brush. Even that's too hard. Tip of the brush. And I'm staring here. I mean, but I'm wanting to look at if that's right and that's right and that's right. Soft. God, that's better. Comes down even more. Oops. Inside. I don't want your sideburns, but if you look, this does come down. There's a shape here. Soft. Remember that? Look, soft. Remember we did it? Remember that's it. Guys, fix that. Look at that. Soft. All right. Pick up a little bit more. And this is going to be highlights too, right? We're going to make that wider. As I step back, when I say that, this shape, now this is still too hard of an edge. See that? This is just smoky, soft right here, and that's what we're going to end up doing. But for now, I'm happier. Her eyelid probably should come down a little bit, but I will draw that out better because her eyelash, see her have to come up and they really come out. Little things like that. But again, if I don't put that down and then go, oh, I screwed it up, now let me fix it, then I won't get it right. Yep. Beautiful people. These are beautiful people, and I am committed to getting them right. All right, there you go.